The president set to touch down in the Texas Hill Country.
Today, we're diving into one of the most devastating natural disasters in U.S. history.
It's a horrible thing that took place. Absolutely horrible.
Tragically, around 135 people would lose their lives.
We're doing everything we can to find them.
We gotta keep this stuff going, and we gotta give closure to these hurting families.
Entire neighborhoods were wiped out.
Thousands of responders from multiple states and from Mexico spent another day scouring riverbanks in search of victims.
Suddenly, TikTok and Twitter were flooded with posts blaming Rainmaker technology for the disaster.
This is what remains of Sherry Richardson's home. Richardson is one of more than 120 confirmed deaths.
No new survivors have been found this week.
Could weather modification actually have played a role in all of this? Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Cody, here. Today, we're diving into one of the most devastating natural disasters in US history. I want to walk you all through what really happened in Central Texas over the 4th of July weekend, and then take a look at the conspiracy theories that popped up almost immediately after. Could weather modification actually have played a role in all of this? Let's dive right into it and find out. So first off, the facts. This wasn't just a big storm. This was a record-shattering flood that took everyone by surprise. Central Texas, especially Kerr County, was hit by torrential rain that caused the Guadalupe River to rise at a terrifying rate. How terrifying? Well, we're talking about 26 to 29 feet, not inches, feet, in under an hour. That's not a slow rise that you can plan for. That's a literal wall of water. Tragically, around 135 people would lose their lives, including 27 campers at Camp Mystic and their counselor. Entire neighborhoods were wiped out. Roads turned into rivers. Families were separated. The damage is estimated to be in the hundreds of millions. Meteorologists say that it was a combination of tropical moisture from the remnants of Hurricane Barry and a slow-moving weather system that just happened to park itself over the region. Add to that the fact that Kerr County sits in what experts call Flash Flood Alley, and you've got a recipe for disaster. The terrain, the soil type, and urban developments all made the situation much worse. And here's the thing, Kerr County didn't have a modern flood warning system in place. None. Not at all. Despite being in one of the most flood-prone areas in the whole country. Now, here's where things start to take a turn. Almost as soon as the floodwaters began to recede, conspiracy theories started popping up online. The main one, that this flood wasn't natural at all. That it was caused by cloud seeding, an old-school weather modification technique, and that it was either a test gone wrong or a deliberate attack against Texas. The theory understandably got a big boost when people started sharing flight data showing a company called Rainmaker Technology had conducted a cloud seeding operation just 2 days before the flood. The seeding happened near Runge, Texas, about 70 miles away from the heaviest rainfall. Suddenly, TikTok and Twitter were flooded with posts blaming Rainmaker Technology for the disaster. It didn't help that U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene introduced a legislation criminalizing weather modification around the same time. That move gave a lot of people the impression that the government knows more than they were letting on. But here's what the science says. Cloud seeding involves releasing substances like silver iodide into the clouds to encourage rain. It's not magic. It can increase rainfall by maybe 10 to 20% under the right conditions. it can't create storms from scratch, and it definitely can't generate 20 inches of rain in 24 hours across an entire region. Experts from NOAA, the National Weather Service, and independent meteorologists have all said the same thing, that this flood was the result of extreme weather, not geoengineering. They've pointed out radar data, atmospheric modeling, and basic physics, and yet the conspiracies keep spreading. If it can be chalked up to being a simple weather event and not the result of cloud seeding, then why is it that all of these conspiracies are still spreading strong? Well, I think part of it is that we're living in a time where a lot of people don't trust institutions anymore. And in the absence of clear answers, or when government systems fail, like Kerr County's lack of a flood alert system, people go looking for alternative explanations. And let's be honest, weather modification is a real thing. Cloud seeding has been used since the 1940s. China has used it ahead of the Beijing Olympics. The US military tested it during the Vietnam War. So it's not totally out there to wonder if somebody, somewhere out there, could be playing with the weather. But it doesn't directly mean that cloud seeding alone from Rainmaker technology caused this flood. To me, the more important question is, why wasn't Texas better prepared for something like this? Why didn't Kerr County have a flood system in place? Why were staffing cuts hitting the National Weather Service right before this disaster? Those are the questions we should all really be asking. The consequences have been heartbreaking. Families torn apart, homes destroyed, over 2,000 structures damaged or lost. And now the county is talking about raising property taxes just to cover the damage alone. That's going to hit people who are already down. The number of missing people dropped from nearly 100 to just a few, thanks to incredible rescue efforts. But that's little comfort to the people who've lost loved ones, who've lost their families, who've lost their houses and all their property in this flash flood. And it doesn't change the fact that Texas just wasn't prepared and ready for what they should have been.
Camp directors, folks that risked their own lives to save children. Some of those photos are actually family members, entire families swept away.
I know some of you watching are going to have your own theories, and that's completely fine. This channel is a place for open discussion, and I want to hear your thoughts down below. Do you think that there was more to this flood than we're being told? Is cloud seeding something we should be worried about in the future? Or is this just another example of nature's power overwhelming a broken and unprepared system? Let me know in the comments section down below. Me and my team, we see all of your guys' comments. We want to keep exploring these stories with you, whether they lead us to solid answers or just more questions. Thank you all so much for sticking with me for this one. If you're new here, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got more deep dives into mysterious disappearances, strange world events, and unexplained phenomena coming soon. Until next time, guys, stay curious, stay safe. This has been Vanish from View, and I'll see you all in the next one.